Dear women, I come in peace. In fact, I come to help. I have come from the world outside to this lovely little TEDx place you've built for yourselves. And I've come to help you the world domination you've been craving for so long. You see, for all of my adult life, I've listened to you guys whine and complain about how men keep all the good jobs to themselves, about the glass ceiling that won't shatter however loud you shriek at it, about how you still earn a whopping 6% less than a man for the exact same job, no matter how many boxes of Kleenex you cry into. So it has come to this. Here I am, a man, and you will listen to me, and I'll explain to you how to get world domination. But first of all, a disclaimer. None of the following refers to or is intended for women who live under difficult circumstances where they, for reasons of a geographical, political, cultural, or religious nature, are unable to take control of their own lives. They deserve all the help they can get and are not to be made fun of. You, however, listen up. As you know, I work in magazines, in men's magazines. In men's magazines, we always put a woman on the cover, except of course in gay men's magazines. We do this because we know men are more interested in women than in anything else. It is no secret, we think about women in a pretty graphic way actually, about 14,000 times a day. In fact, we think about women in a great variety of ways, almost permanently. It is said we men cannot multitask. This is a terrible lie. One half of our brain is permanently occupied with thinking about women, while the other half is doing whatever the hell we happen to be doing. Women, frankly, are the reason we live. All we do, think, try, achieve is in some way connected with the primal question of our existence, how to get the girl. We will pretty much do anything to further our chances of getting the girl, including climbing all the way up there to the top of the hill, you know, become the alpha male, the greyback gorilla. Besides editing Playboy magazine, our host already referred to it, I do this column in Linda magazine. This is a women's magazine. I do the column together with my very great friend, the talented Saskia Noord, the internationally acclaimed bestseller writer. Each month, one of us asks the other about stuff we do not understand about the opposite sex. For instance, she'll ask me stuff like, why do men always lie? And I go like, well, we don't actually lie, we kind of enhance the truth. Or I ask her, what, do women actually prefer big penises? And she says, yes, we do, but the guy attached to them is usually prick, so we like the small ones and the average and the enthusiastic better. So you can tell we kind of really open up to each other and tell each other the truth, however uncomfortable it may be. So a few months ago, I asked her, why do women always want to change us? And she tells me something, you know, like, women always want to change everything. It's in our genes, we can help it, it's like we are, you know. This is what it basically came down to. But then she goes on and tells me something far more interesting. She says, if we were not trying to change everything all the time, we'd still be living in caves, and you would still drag us by the ponytail to bed in the cave and have your filthy way with us. She may be right about that, you know. We would probably still be dragging you guys by the ponytail to the back of the cave and have our filthy, unimaginative way with you. Instead, you darlings have taught us how to do vanilla sex. Even better, you have taught us when not to do vanilla sex. We are all qualified clitorologists these days. We know about foreplay, we know how to cuddle, we know how to fake our orgasms, we know massage. Women, in your anger and hatred, you have taught us so many useful things, such as having an emotional conversation. It goes something like, no, no, really? No, no. And I can keep that up for hours and she will never know. Female housekeeping, we've learned that too. You know how to rub the kitchen completely germ-free. We actually toss our socks into the laundry basket these days. We light candles, we can do cozy stuff. We excel at childcare, really, really. And if we had breasts, we'd be better at that too. We cook stuff you wouldn't believe. You may not know this, but oh, you do know this now. I'm actually married to a career woman. And she gets really pissed off if the food is not on the table when she comes home by 6. Has to be a light meal too, because she has to go run 10 Ks at 8. So if you want, you can ask me for my recipe for mango, avocado, shrimp and rocket salad later on back there. It's delicious and guaranteed to be digested within the hour. Women, you have made us look pretty and adopt some personal hygiene. You have created Metro Man. We look fashionable these days. We smell nice. Mine is actually Aqua di Parma, which enhances my midlife desirability. We have come a long way from these cave days, and we owe it all to you. If you had not made our lives hell, if you had not demanded we learn all this before we can take you to the back of the cave, if we had not adapted to this new, emotionally, financially, and sexually independent woman, we would not be the men we are today. And certainly, we would not still be running the world. Which brings me back to my mission today. You people read magazines too, yeah? On the cover of about 99.9% of women's magazines in the world, there is what? Yes, right, a woman. On the cover of almost each and every women's magazine is a woman. What does this tell us? It tells us two things, actually. It tells us you women are completely and utterly self-obsessed. And two, as a result of that, you are not really interested in men, in what we have to offer besides money, sex, and the sharing of parental duties. Admit it. You feel so superior to men, you cannot believe the key to world domination might lie in being more like a man. Is it so hard to imagine we could teach you some stuff that might actually be useful? Like being ruthless? Like having no self-doubt? Like being a monomaniac? Like neglecting your spouse and children? Like actually solving a problem instead of talking about it? Like working together instead of slitting each other's throat like you do? No, not all of these are nice qualities, but hey, nobody said it was going to be easy to rule the world. My thoughts are this. I think you guys would rather stay in the comfort zone. And who can blame you? I'd much rather be standing in the bar with some blokes right now instead of having to run for my life in 2 minutes. But seriously, why are we here? I mean, there is no TEDx Men edition. Is there? That's ridiculous. Why do you separate yourselves from the regular edition if you are so equal, more than equal? Make up your minds. Is this because you look down on the outside male world? Is it because here you can be yourselves and without being interrupted by all this masculine straightforwardness? Are you afraid maybe? What is this? Here's the idea I want to share. If women, listen up, would have been as eager to learn from men as we have to learn from women in the past 2-3 decades, we would not be having this conversation today. We would be at home doing the dishes, cleaning the house, and wait for you money-making sex machines to come home and show me who's boss. And I would be loving every minute of it. Thank you.